Hello, and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. You are watching Daily Dive. It is Thursday, February the 20th, 2025. I am your host, Michael Carvelis in Guyton, Georgia, and we are live on 12 on Sports via YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV. Be sure to subscribe to the 12 on Sports YouTube channel for other great shows and live sports. On today's awesome show, we're going to get into LFG for Week 13, a reason to watch every game this National Lacrosse League weekend. I will react to the Rocky Mountain Raptors and what it means for 12-ounce sports after we signed a deal. And must watch the biggest storylines from two of the best games this weekend, or best storylines from two of the biggest games. I don't even know how to word that, but we'll talk about it right here on Daily Dive. Without further ado, we want to first let you know this show is presented by tickets.12ouncesports.com. That's tickets.numbers12lettersozsports.com. Get your National Lacrosse League tickets for less by going to that website. And that website includes every sport, even the PLL. And, of course, all your favorite music artists' concerts, not to mention much more. Tickets.12ouncesports.com. It is now time to get into our first segment. Let's go! Otherwise known as LFG for week number 13. This is, of course, a reason to watch every game of the National Lacrosse League this weekend. I believe there's 7 of them. We're going to go through them in counts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 7 of them. Okay, I'm making sure. I should know that already. Alrighty, so you can also see at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the odds according to DraftKings Sportsbook, but yeah. So first one is the only game tomorrow that's early. It's the Friday 7:30 Eastern game. All times are Eastern as always. Halifax Thunderbirds at the Ottawa Black Bears. My reason to watch this game is Ottawa ready to make a run? Did it only take the T translator Riley O'Connor coming back in order for this offense led by Jeff Teat to get going again? I'm not sure, but it looked that way against Albany. So I'm interested to see how that goes down. Then there's 2 games in the late slate. The first one starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Las Vegas Desert Dogs at the Colorado Mammoth in the Loud House. Reason to watch this game? Can Colorado beat down the Dogs the way the rest of the league has, most recently Calgary, this past Sunday? And of course at 10 o'clock, why should you watch the final game on Friday and switch back between that one and Las Vegas, Colorado? Well, when you watch Saskatchewan at Vancouver, it's simply, can Kurt Malowski stop what is known as the Green Machine, the Green Wagon, the Saskatchewan Rush? Because Rush are the toast of the crosstalk this week, whether it be on this show, NLL Box Out, and I'm sure way more. So, can Malowski and his team slow down the Saskatchewan Rush who will be in town? Then on Saturday, the first 2 games will be at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. We got Georgia Swarm at Toronto Rock and Philadelphia Wings at the Albany Firewolves. So why should you and I watch the Toronto Rock hosting the Swarm? Because like the Firewolves a couple weeks ago, the Toronto Rock are literally gasping for their playoff hopes and lives at this point. Another loss would be detrimental. Any loss would be damning at this point, but this loss would especially start to set them officially all the way back. So can they get a big win in Mississauga in front of what should be another sold-out crowd of 5,000 people? Then, of course, why should you switch between that game and the Wings and Firewolves? Because if Ottawa put up 18 against Albany, the Wings might drop 20 or 25. And I'm not kidding. Mitch Jones and George Terrence are 2 of, if not the best goal scorers in the NLL this season. And I'd like to think that Albany will try, but they've shown who they are this season, which is not a great or even a good lacrosse team. So I'm interested to see how that goes down. Then there's 2 late games on Saturday to wrap up the weekend. We've got the Rochester Nighthawks at Calgary Roughnecks at 9 o'clock, followed by the Buffalo Bandits and San Diego Seals rematch in San Diego. So why should you watch Rochester at Calgary? Because the sneaky Nighthawks might be able to pull off an upset. And I know it's kind of simple, but let's be real. Calgary's riding so high, but Rochester's nowhere near out of the mix. This will now be their third game back with Ryland Hartley. Can the Nighthawks pull it off and set the Roughnecks back down to earth? We'll have to see. And then at 10 o'clock, why should you watch the late game and stay up and watch it? Because it's Bandits Seals, and the Buffalo Bandits are looking for revenge. It is that simple. They're like, hey, we played the second game of a back-to-back, we were kind of rusty. But yeah, whatever. Seals Bandits is the way to wrap up the week. What is your favorite games of the week and the ones that you'll be locked into the most? Let me know on the comments on YouTube or Daily Dive LAX on social media. Let me know, and I'll try to display them on the show if they're happening live. Alrighty, when we come back to this awesome show, I will talk about the Rocky Mountain Raptors and why I'm even discussing them. You may want to tune in for the announcement you may not have heard yet. You're watching Daily Dive. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Daily Dive. We appreciate you tuning in as always here on Thursday, February 20th, 2025. The time is currently 1:10 p.m. Reminder, there is an audio-only podcast version of this show. Go to Spotify and search Daily Dive, and we appreciate you for doing so. And by the way, folks, I am not happy. Long story short, Michael, where'd the beard go? Because he looks like a kid and 3 chins over here. Well, I messed up shaving, and so I had to say that I'm not happy. I'm not happy right now. Alrighty. Before I start this next segment, we're going to play a video that has already aired on the 12 Ounce Sports YouTube channel and Instagram pages. Check it out. That's right, baby. That is right. It is time for me to react to the 12-ounce sports crew signing a broadcast deal with the Rocky Mountain Raptors to broadcast all 5 home games this coming season in the Box Lacrosse League. I am very proud to be a part of this. The contract has been signed. Again, all 5 home games. The schedule will be released in the spring. And the best part about this is on the boxlacrosseleague.com website and even on the NLL website, they're proud strategic partners with the National Lacrosse League. Both websites acknowledge that. It's a very awesome thing for 12-ounce sports to continue to grow. And yeah, we become a big lacrosse network here. There's more to come, and just so excited to be a part of this. I'm going to try my best to dabble in some of the games on play-by-play, but we'll announce those at a later date and more details on that. But I'm very excited for this. If you're wondering, as you saw, of course, the Rocky Mountain Raptors are the 2024 Western Conference champions, and there are not just a few teams. There's quite a bit of teams in this league. You've got the Chicago Portagers, the Colorado Roughnecks, the Colorado Springs Gold Rush, Fort Wayne Rivermen, the Kansas City Smoke, big Chiefs fans there, Madison Milkmen, the Milwaukee Muskies, it's a fish, Rocky Mountain Compies, who I think are our rivals here for the Rocky Mountain Raptors. Of course, you have the Salt Lake City Storm, the St. Louis, Missouri Mastodons, and the Wasatch Whalers. I'm very happy to get into this. I've seen a couple of their games already. Again, it is something so cool that I'm very proud to be a part of. And I just want you guys to know the sky's the limit over here at 12-Ounce Sports and Daily Dive. And there is much more to come with Daily Dive related content, with regards to that stuff. But stay tuned. Box Lacrosse League, baby. Rocky Mountain Raptors. It's only step 1 of a continuing process here. I'm all for Box Lacrosse. Listen, college is cool. I can't get into that. I'm not a field guy. I've tried to watch the PLL. I can't do sixes. Box Lacrosse is my sport right now. It's going to continue to be my sport along with basketball for a long time, man. It's so fun to watch. The physicality and the fact that you can see players that may make it to the National Lacrosse League makes this even stinking cooler. So it means you need to subscribe to the 12-Ounce Sports YouTube channel. And that's enough of this infomercial. But I'm so excited to be a part of this and just let you guys know that we're never stopping. We can't stop, won't stop. But yeah, the video has been... I was going to watch the video again. And then I'll move on to our next segment. But I just want to... This thing's on YouTube, but dang it, we're here now. As MJG79 on YouTube said, 6 is better to watch than field, but not as good as box. No, listen, I agree with that. And I don't know if I've said on the show yet. I may have already, but the Women's Lacrosse League, it really made me kind of pissed off because I've heard of 6s being at the Olympics, and then when I saw the Women's Lacrosse League, their first goal, the first ever goal, they posted on social media. It's like, oh, the first goal in WLL history. As soon as he was done saying that, they were halfway down the field. Like, what is that? We can't even take a moment to soak it in and like just pat each other on the back. Like, what are we? Oh gosh, what a what a history moment, man. I'm going to try to watch more, but it is beyond frustrating watching sixes when you cannot even celebrate a momentous goal that was as cool as the first in WL history. Didn't even matter. They were there halfway down the field. What do I know? All right. When we come back to the show, there were two really awesome games this week that I'm going to talk storylines about. It's Halifax, Ottawa, and San Diego hosting Buffalo. A lot to get to, so don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap it up next, but we got a boatload to talk about on the other side. This is Daily Dive.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
You need tickets to that next event? We've got them. That's right, tickets.12ozsports.com. Get you to any sporting event, concert, theater event that you can think of. And the promo code 12OZ or ROME gets you an additional discount. Don't feed the massive ticket corporate machine. Go to tickets.12ozsports.com and enjoy the show. America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When you're getting your tickets for the next NLL game, buy them for less at tickets.12ouncesports.com. That's tickets.numbers12ozsports.com. You will not regret seeing things live knowing you got your tickets and seats for a great price. We want to also remind you to go to 12ouncesports.com/cancer to donate to cancer research, courtesy of our friend Kai, the goalie, who was on the show earlier this week. Again, we appreciate the Georgia Swarm fan for coming on. We appreciate the Swarm for sharing a reel that I didn't even create. That was really cool. Yeah, donate for cancer research, 12ouncesports.com/cancer. Thank you for that. It is now time to get into must-watch for week number 13. And no, we're not doing memes. It got boring to me. Even though I love NLL memes, but just for future reference, guys, me reacting to them wasn't fun content, in my opinion. So, bam! All right, so tomorrow night, 7:30, the NLL, which I love this, by the way, has once again scheduled a game that until 9 o'clock, there's nothing else on. We got no NFL. Sure, the NBA will be coming back, but come on, man. Hockey, yeah, okay, sure. I get the four nations face off, whatever they call that. Listen, we're talking National Lacrosse League, okay? I don't know if you guys were sleeping last week, but the Ottawa Black Bears literally scored 18 goals against Albany. And I don't know whether to sum that up as Albany sucks or Jeff Keats' buddy Riley O'Connor came back. And folks, listen, no shots at Riley O'Connor. I don't know if he's the reason why that happened. There might be some math to back that up, but I'm not buying it. I don't know what got into this team. Connor Kieran came on this show. Even Brady Kieran was along with him. I want to give a shout to Brady, too. But Connor was like, he wasn't concerned about the offense. And I don't think that was summed up to, oh, we have O'Connor coming back. I don't think that, no. Some reason this team was, I don't know what, they were sleepwalking through the first 12, 11 weeks of the season. But I'm like, I can't explain where that came from. Someone on Twitter, again, I wish I would have remembered the username, but they were like, Jeff Teat woke up and remembered he's a top 5 player in the league. And that's what happened. But if Jeff Teat doesn't do that this week, because remember, Halifax has really good defenders. And Tyson Bell is not even back yet. So it's very interesting to see how this will play out. And of course, Zach Higgins does exist. But then you have the Halifax side of it. They're coming to Ottawa. Halifax is beginning to earn some respect of the league and even its media outlets, like myself included. But the thing is, from like the 3rd place team to like the 13th place team, as Mackie Jenner pointed out, or NLL Box Out, there's a big jumbled mess. It's like, who are the who's who and the have-nots and the have-haves of the NLL? These two teams are lumped inside that stocking right now. Which one's going to come out a nice candy cane? Which one's going to come out some coal? Halifax, they've got the offense to stick with anybody. Clark Peterson, because I'm a loose brain when it comes to this stuff. I'm going to look at the roster real quick. We got Clark Peterson. Jake Withers, of course, does exist on both offense and defense. Graham Hossick. Here we go. Randy Stocks, Dawson Thee, Thomas Hogarth, Jason Knox, rookie Mike Robinson, Ryan Tarafinko, Cody Jameson. They've got the roster and the offense especially to contend with anybody. Thank you. Listen, you should be on the show for this. How dare me? But yeah, no, they should hang with anybody. The question for me has always been Warren Hill. And I know Warren Hill can dominate other leagues, but this is the National Lacrosse League. Can Warren Hill save enough? Let's say, for the sake of argument, Ottawa's doing almost as good as they were last week. Let's say Ottawa's going to score 12, maybe 13 goals if Warren Hill isn't on it. Can Warren Hill make some saves that is going to steal Halifax the game? Because this game, to me, I'll be honest, on my pick'em, I have wrote down this. I picked the Thunderbirds for the teaser of tomorrow. I said, if Ottawa doesn't drop 18 in Albany, this to me is a no-brainer. The problem is now it's happened, so I don't know what to think. I'm leaning Halifax, but man, oh man, this thing could get really tough. I'll put it this way as well. The total on this thing on DraftKings and other places is 21.5. I guess DraftKings is not buying the stock of Ottawa's offense. We'll have to see. It seems a bit low. But don't tell anybody. All right, next up for must watch. And who do you think is going to win, by the way? I think it's Halifax, but it's going to be tough. That's a heck of a game. Next up, Saturday night, 10 o'clock. I'm going to stay up really late to watch this one. If you're going to church on Sunday, drink some coffee. That's all I got to tell you. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but every game in San Diego is like super fun. Cooper Perkins and Jake Elliott will be on the broadcast. It should be electric. I feel like every game I watch, that's like a big game in San Diego at nighttime on a Saturday. It's like you're happy you stayed up. But man, the Seals, had the Buffalo Bandits not been on a back-to-back, would they have lost that game on Saturday? Do we know? Does anyone know for sure? Well, I think we're going to find out this weekend. And I'm not taking anything away from NLL Player of the Week, Wesley Bergen, our first star, by the way. I'm not taking anything away from Patrick Merrill. I'm not taking anything away from this team and what they've accomplished. But boy, was it bizarre seeing the San Diego Seals, of all teams, be the one to upset the Bandits. Listen, I thought San Diego was going to have a great season. They've taken a long time to gel. The question is, are they now gelling at the right time? because we're like I believe we're past the midway point now. A lot of teams have played 8, 9, 10 games. And in fact, I'm happy to announce that next week we're at least doing more report cards with Adam Levy, and we might have another big thing planned, but I will wait until that's confirmed for next week. But it's mid-season, baby. And I'm wondering, are the Seals going to start hitting their stride? Is Chris Origlieri all the way back? Is he going to take the step that I thought Brad Dobson should have taken already? Being a young goalie to take over the league. Is Wesley Berg going to keep on dominating? Or is Buffalo going to walk into San Diego and win by 2 or 3 goals? They're favored by 2.5, which is bizarre. Buffalo is, which, again, I cannot make that up. Is Matt Vince going to shut it down when he needs to? Is Dane and Josh going to be Dane and Josh? Is Connor Farrell going to find a way to score another goal? We just don't know. It's why you must watch. But, man, is it intriguing. I don't know which one's more intriguing. Is it Halifax, Ottawa? Is it Buffalo, San Diego? Like, if Buffalo had beaten San Diego in overtime, I don't know if this game matters as much to me. I'm not going to take it away from, again, I'll say it, the Seals beat the Bandits fair and square. Every team has to play 2 games at one point in the weekend. But, man, that was a long 6 minutes of overtime, and Buffalo just kind of gave it away at the end. Interesting. Again, which games are you tuning into, and who wins for you between Buffalo and San Diego? I'm very excited to watch these games. MJG79, I don't think the Seals can pull that off again this weekend. I'm leaning with you. My pick, I'll save that for tomorrow's show, but just know I'm kind of leaning with him. We'll see, though. Also got some best bets to give out tomorrow, too. Thanks for all of you guys for tuning in and commenting once again, and even watching the reels on Instagram. I know some of you watch those instead of the show. I forgive you, I guess. But yeah, be sure to follow us on social media at Daily Dive LAX. There you can find the link tree for our social medias, and of course you'll see in that link, you'll see the link to our store, which is, of course, goes to dailydivelacks.creator-spring.com. Get all the Daily Dive swag and merch that you crave for as low as the prices I can make it. I don't put those things high. Leave this like the lowest I can go on all those merchandise items. So I'm not making a dime, a little bit of a dime. You get it. But check it out. Be sure to subscribe to 12 Sports on YouTube as well for Rocky Mountain Raptors. But yeah, thanks so much for watching today's show. Reminder, folks, you were the Brad, you were the Butter, you were the Roar to my Rocky Mountain Raptors. I had to do a T-Rex. I have a big head and little arms. Thank you, guys. For those who come on the show as a guest, like this week, we got Kai the Goalie, Cooper Bergens. We got more next week. We got more tomorrow. Thanks so much for tuning in, always. And, of course, coming on the show, sharing your audience and platform with us, giving us validity and relevance. I am your host, Michael Carvillo, saying have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, on Sports. As always, this has been Daily Dive. Have a great rest of your day. I love this, by the way.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.